My name's Temple, and I've been a volunteer for ODA for about 2 years now. So I first heard about ODA because my husband and daughter were going on cleanup dives out of Island Divers, and one day they were going to cancel the dive because they needed crew. The crew had canceled, and you can't do a cleanup dive as a drift dive without crew on the boat. So they asked me to come along and be crew, and that sort of got me hooked. Honestly, ODA has a good organization of people. A lot of people know the name of ODA, and so when as the volunteer coordinator, when I go out and try and get people to come and help us with the cleanups, a lot of the local people here in Hawaii have heard of us already, so it makes it a lot easier to get volunteers to come out and help us do the tire cleanups, help us go out on the cleanup dives and get fishing line and lead and remove all the debris. I volunteer with ODA because they need me. I do all the coordination, I get all the people, I am not usually in front of the camera, I'm usually behind the camera. I take pictures at all the dives, and I crew on all of the monthly events. The work that ODA does makes a huge difference in the oceans. We're here at the small boat harbor right now, and if you look on the right side of the harbor, there used to be all debris and no reef and no fish over there, but if you look over there now, it looks like a little aquarium. You can see the reef, you can see through the clear water, you can see the fish eating on the reef. It's a very healthy environment. Probably the most memorable story that I have from working with ODA is on one of our monthly cleanup dives. We went out to Fish Camp, which is a place off of Mauna Loa Bay where a lot of fishermen go. And it's sometimes hard to get there because it's rough waters. So the boats often have a hard time getting there. We don't get to get there as often as we like. We pulled an 8-foot metal ladder out of the reef, and it was all torn up and just kind of a terrible mess. It had fishing line all around it. When we got it up on the boat, a little white eel swam out of one of the rungs of the ladder, and then we kind of shooed it back into the water, and it was super cool. I've never seen a white eel before, and so that was a great experience. ODA here on Oahu goes out once a month out of Mauna Loa Bay, and twice a year we do a pier cleanup and pull tires. A local trash company comes and disposes of all the debris for us. People need to donate to ODA because in order for us to continue doing the things we do, to charter with the local dive shops to get out to these sites and clean up the reef, we pull hundreds of pounds of lead in a 30-minute dive. We pull thousands and thousands of pounds of line in that same dive. If the line is killing the coral, the fish don't have anything to eat. If the fish don't have anything to eat, we don't have an ecosystem and we starve to death. It is super important to keep the oceans clean, and without your money and your donations, we can't do that.